All right, welcome everybody inside the booth. This is actually the review show. Let me change that.
On
Yeah,
pretty color.
Okay.
Remember, it's been a week and a half since we have been live on this channel, and while we self-proclaim ourselves as professional YouTubers, we seem to have forgotten a lot of what we used to do.
It's tough stuff.
Holidays will do that to you. Holidays kind of just throw you off.
That tryptophan messes everybody up.
And you're just like, yeah.
It really does. I didn't even want to be here tonight, but then I heard that Whitey was going to be here, and I thought, I gotta come on.
Yeah, come hang out. Talk about some stuff. We rule everything.
Everything. But yeah, well, welcome back inside the booth, everybody. And we've got our wonderful guests here, expecting a couple of others, but we've got Miss Martin Muses in the booth for the first time ever.
Yes. Miss Martin Muses.
We are
Thank you.
Honored. Tell us a little bit about what you do on your channel for those who are in the booth but may have never heard of you.
Oh, well, I muse upon anything and everything. What makes me laugh, makes me cry, makes me happy, makes me sad, or just really ticks me off. I think that's okay to say on this channel. I was about to say, really makes me mad.
There you go.
It's good to be passionate.
Yes. I talk about anything and everything. Of course, I'm a big old fan of fantasy fan. I got a lot of book stuff going on. I like to do daily musings. Like to do some research. Sure, I used to do cat videos, but
Videos.
Yeah, I've run out of footage. My cats are crazy, and they're a pair of sociopaths. So,
cat videos used to be a thing back in the old days.
Yeah.
Now it's
You mean like the has cheeseburgers kind of cats?
Yeah. They still can be.
Or maybe like the Lego Believe poster cat.
Oh,
remember that?
Hang on.
I actually printed that out and gave it to my mom for a Christmas present a couple of years ago because she was down and out about stuff and we had seen Lego Movie, and I'm like, look, I know it sounds like a cat poster, and to this day my brother and I will still do. I know it sounds like a cat poster, but this is like a universal symbol in our household now for believe. You gotta believe.
I guess I missed that one. I don't know what you're talking about.
What? It's when Morgan Freeman's character, the wizard, and he's talking to Owen, and he's just like, I know it sounds like a cat poster, but you gotta believe.
What is the song?
The Lego movie.
Lego movie. The Lego movie. You never seen it, Dave?
I never seen that. No.
Oh man,
it's so
watch
good.
it.
How
it's a
dare
good movie.
you.
Once you watch it once, you're gonna want to watch it twice, 3, 4, 5. Probably about 100 times.
I'm hiding in my basement, man. I probably have a copy of it somewhere, but I got a copy of a lot of stuff that I need to watch yet.
It has, isn't Owen, not Owen, Chris Pratt, I want to say Owen. Chris Pratt? He's the main character. He plays as Owen.
He's the main voice, yes.
And then Will Arnett plays as Batman and does an amazing job with that.
He does a good job.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to check this out.
You should, absolutely. You gotta believe.
From Legion Games in the house, boy.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Sorry, I'm late.
It's Legion Games 2076, Whitey. Get it right. Don't be disrespectful like that.
No, I got excited.
Okay.
on Twitter, it's nothing 2076.
Nothing.
Sweet, I like it.
Is there a reason it's nothing? Do you mean like did you create a new account and it's nothing 27?
No. I'm waiting for the reinstation of my band main account. So, because of amnesty and stuff.
Oh yes.
Just for the record.
At first, I thought you said a band. I was like, oh yeah, what instrument do you play?
Yeah, no.
Heavy, dark, contemporary goth metal.
It was a band, but it's not a band.
Trumpet.
Don't make fun of the president of the United States. You get in trouble.
That's right.
That's literally what happened. I made fun of the president, and boom.
Yeah, you can't say stuff like that anymore. It's crazy.
You're right.
We used to live in a free country. I don't know what happened.
You do too.
Dun, dun,
Jacob
dun,
Ironside, what's up?
dun, dun,
Oh,
dun.
hello. Good evening, Jacob. Yeah, well, again, we're here live on Inside the Booth. Be sure to vanquish the like button if you haven't already. And I'm just going to go ahead and say it. You've already gotten a snippet of what we do around here. This is our once a month review episode. We're just kind of chit-chatting about... Exactly. Right. We are going to get subtitles in French now that Whitey's on here. And oh, there's hello, it's me. Cheers. We're going to be talking about all kinds of stuff. We talk about all kinds of nerd things, but this evening we're taking it and bringing it a little closer to home, just a wee bit. And we're going to be talking about some Thanksgiving traditions, and of course we're going to sprinkle in some nerd stuff because who doesn't love that? And yeah, do you want me to go first? I'll go first. My favorite thing about Thanksgiving is, of course, the food, but I do not enjoy Thanksgiving food for the turkey. I would rather have the side dishes. Who's with me? Can I get a what?
I'm with you.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
You have to eat the turkey, but
kind of.
yeah.
It's combination.
You know.
All right.
I like the smorgasbord, you know.
Deep
kinda
fried
like that.
turkey, oven roasted, baked. What are we talking here? My favorite is deep fried. That's the way I like it.
Mhm.
Dark meat only for Tabitha.
Deep fried.
Really?
Deep
Dark
fried
meat?
white meat. Yeah.
She likes
deep
Ah.
fried.
she likes the
white-
dark meat there, gentlemen.
Yeah, I like the white meat.
No way.
But I've
It's
never
usually
had a
too
deep
dry.
fried.
Well,
You've never
when
had
you-
a deep fried? It's
No,
good.
is it good?
It's
good.
a lot
No,
more
I-
If you
flavorful.
season it properly and inject it with like buttery
Creoles.
goodness.
Oh, buttery
Ooh.
goodness.
Mm.
That's what we do
I
every
hear
year.
that's
and
like the main craze these days. But
It
people are
is.
burning their houses down, I hear.
Well,
Put
yeah,
that stuff
yeah.
outside.
outside.
Yeah, frozen
I
turkeys, man.
I actually know somebody.
Do they explode?
Their,
They do
their
if they're frozen,
sister
yes. You
Ooh.
gotta
took
have
a
thawed.
half frozen turkey and put it in the deep fryer in their
Oh,
garage.
Uh-oh.
Literally
In the garage, right? Yep, there you go.
Oh, man.
Yeah. No, someone burned down their house in my neighborhood. For real, it happened. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Big old fire, and then it turned out it was that stupid fryer thing.
I hear that happens a
Oh.
lot. It's like
Yeah.
a
Well, you
high
know,
percentage.
Yeah.
Of
You
fires.
gotta have the oil at like 400 degrees, and then it's like anything with oil. If it's really
Yeah.
high heat and you throw
Mm.
water with oil, it's
Mhm.
gonna bubble up and fly all over
Yeah.
the place.
Do it outside, kid. Do it
Yeah,
outside.
that's right.
That's
Do it
right.
Safety tip number one.
Yeah, don't burn
Outside.
down your house.
And
Safety
Tabitha,
tip.
you said... Oh, sorry.
No, I was gonna say safety tip number 2: do it outside.
That's right. Do it outside, people. Tabitha, you said your dad makes 4 turkeys, right?
Mm-hmm. He
What's
does.
up with that?
So we typically have about 16 people come over for Thanksgiving. He's got several sisters that have cousins, whatnot, grandmothers. And sometimes we have our neighbors, like we go over to my parents' house. Everybody comes to my parents' house. Typically, sometimes we shift rotate, but if he's hosting, sometimes our neighbors come over as well. And so we have to have one turkey that is oven baked because my dad makes stuffing from scratch. So gotta have the oven one. But
You mean
then
dressing?
You're right. In
Dressing
the
inside
South,
of
it's
it.
dressing. I don't know if anybody else knew that, but cultural information, just so that you're a well-rounded person. Apparently in the South,
I mean, I've heard
stuffing
that before.
is known as
but-
dressing for some peculiar
Some
reason.
people,
I never
yeah.
dress anything with my stuffing. But then we make 2 deep fried turkeys because of the fact that everybody just wants to eat them, and there's usually not a lot of leftovers. This year he made 4 turkeys. 1 he made the day after Thanksgiving, so that there would be more leftovers. In deep fried.
Yummy.
There you go.
Goodness,
I love it.
Yeah,
That's a lot of
Well,
turkey.
that's a lot of
It's-
food.
Yeah.
It is.
we're
who
pretty
doesn't
hearty
like food?
eaters. People we like to have leftovers for sure.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
green bean casserole and the yams and cranberry sauce and
You call them yams?
I can't remember what it's called. A sweet potato casserole.
I,
I don't like it, even with the little marshmallows on top. I'm just not a.
you got to make it properly.
Happening.
There's certain way you can make it where you probably would like it.
Well, I'm not a sweet potato
Yeah, but-
person anyway. Like
You gotta have a stick of butter in there and
You
some
don't like
cinnamon.
you don't like sweetness,
Pecans.
and
I
brown
do
sugar.
I do like sweetness. I'm not a
Right, you
fan
gotta
of
get the pecan,
Oh,
the
dear.
brown sugar on top, and then the melted marshmallow on that. Yeah.
Mm.
It's basically a snack or a treat.
It's
not
better when
really
it's
a-
microwave, believe it or not. When you stick it in a microwave
yeah.
and cover it,
Leftovers. Yeah,
it
leftovers
stays
are better.
all nice and
I don't know
moist.
why.
It's nice.
It's
thighs are nice, but legs are better. Depends on the person.
Oh, you missed Anonymous with dark meat is tastier. Come on.
dark meat is.
That dark
But-
He likes it, the dark meat too.
Now
Yeah,
I
that's
did
it.
make Brussels sprouts. I made a dish
Oh.
of Brussels sprouts
Oh,
for
I like that.
Thanksgiving this year. And so surprisingly, I'm not really a big fan of Brussels sprouts, but I had this at a friend's house a couple of months ago, and it was some of
How'd
the
you
best
make it?
food I ever
How'd you
made.
make
So
it?
you
How'd you
make
season it.
so
Butter.
you
Just
oven-
butter.
you do oven roast Brussels sprouts first to get them
Okay.
soft, and then you make a dressing. This is an actual dressing; it's not stuffing, but it's like sriracha and Thai chili powder, and then you
Ooh.
have some sesame oil. There is some mayonnaise involved and some salt and pepper to taste,
Mayo.
and oh yeah. And you mix that together with it, and it's just some of the best food I've ever eaten in my life.
You-
It wasn't as good as when I
No
had it at my
garlic?
friend's house, but
Chop up I mean, if you're a garlic person, I
I
like
do love
fresh
garlic.
garlic in
Little-
cooking with it. You know?
little
Garlic
bit of
is very good for you.
It
It
is.
is.
I
Yeah.
try to
Yeah,
eat some every day.
Good for the heart. Keeps the mosquitoes away too.
This
Vampires.
Vampires.
Don't forget vampires.
And vampires, that too.
Jesus, I
Yeah.
live in Florida. I need more garlic in my diet.
I thought he was saying that garlic keeps Jesus away.
Yeah.
My goodness gracious. Terrible.
Like, I don't
If
think
you
so.
want to keep Jesus away, you need more garlic in your
Oh,
diet.
garlic. 2 steps in a circle, baby.
Talk about a blast from the past.
Yeah.
What is that?
I'm that
from?
age,
I don't
too.
know. What
And
is that?
Living Color, it was a skit on there. They
Yeah.
would have 2 snaps up in a circle.
Yeah.
And
Z.
living color. And living color.
I think it was the Wayans
gorgeous.
brothers, right? It was the Wayans brothers that were doing that. They would dress up like women,
Yeah.
and they would have like things
Oh,
on
white
their head. Or,
chicks?
No,
It was
no.
similar
White-
to
white-
that.
White
Yeah,
chicks, like 15 years later.
Yeah.
Not that, maybe that.
but that's what started it. Jim Carrey was
Yeah.
in that show too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot
Yeah.
of people.
Good-
In Living
good show.
Color. What is it? Fred the Fireman? He's
Fire Marshal Bill.
Fire
Yeah.
Marshal
Yeah.
Bill. Thank you.
That was great.
That was hilarious.
A little out of my wheelhouse, but I liked Whitey doing that. Can you do that again, Whitey? Was
2
it-
steps in a circle, baby.
Google it, Tabitha. You'll like it.
Yeah, you will love it. It's funny. It's really funny. And
I-
how
is
about
it-
the In Living Color dancers? Woo!
Oh yeah, that was a
very
thing.
nice. In Living Color, the Arsenio Hall show. I watched that as a kid.
Yeah.
Seriously, I grew up in a very low.
Let me tell you something. And that J Lo was a dancer too. There, that's where she got her start.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I don't know.
All
what
right, tell you
happened.
something.
Hey, Whitey,
What's up?
those privileged white people around us. Come on.
Oh my goodness.
It's my name, man. It's my name.
I know. I often forget that your name is Dave because I call you Whitey all the time.
Do you know how many people call me Whitney because they think it's racist? I'm telling you. I can't call you that because it's racist. My name is
I'll
Dave
call you
White.
Whitney.
Come on.
They call you Whitney.
Whitney. Do I look like a Whitney? Don't answer
No,
that.
not
Don't
at all.
answer that, Dan.
Oh God.
Tabitha, actually, you're the one that's going to.
Wait till R2 hears about this.
Yeah, he'll make a video out of it.
He'll make a
2
video.
snaps of the circle and Whitney and, you know.
Oh yeah.
All that.
See it now. The one he did of you and Ado was hilarious.
That was
Oh,
funny.
yeah, that was
From RRR and the Santa
Is he
Claus
here?
one.
Where is he?
R2, he's probably still getting over Thanksgiving.
He's doing family stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, family
I
stuff.
asked him too late. I asked him like 2 hours ago if he wanted to jump on with us. He goes, if you would have asked me yesterday,
Mhm.
You asked him 2 hours ago. I got an hour and 20 minutes. Come on, man.
Ryan feels cheated.
We
Wow.
needed you, Ryan. We needed you.
I'm the backup of the backup of the backup.
Right.
That's true.
No, we love R2. He does a great job, but
That's
yeah,
right.
he's doing family stuff. So
We still love you, Ryan.
Oh, okay.
So you know.
well,
Even
Hey,
if you are the
let's hear-
backup to the backup of the backup.
Let's
Yeah,
hear
the
some
backup
more
of the
Thanksgiving food stuff. I'm like
Yes,
curious.
Our
Hey,
favorite
long live
desserts.
Cracker Barrel.
Cracker
Oh,
Barrel.
Yeah, that's where I spent my Thanksgiving.
Mm.
It was just
Oh.
me and one other family member.
delicious.
Yeah, so
Oh, yeah, they are
neither
good.
of us felt like doing the Thanksgiving dinner thing. Yeah, the rest of the family was out of town. I have an ill family member I was keeping company, so we decided to go to Cracker Barrel, and then we watched serial killer documentaries the rest of the day.
Do they have a good turkey meal up there?
Actually, it was so good.
Oh.
Maybe it was because I didn't eat anything. You know how it is. No breakfast,
Mhm.
nothing. You save it all up.
Ah,
Right.
They have a set menu. It was turkey, yams, mashed potatoes, and then a pumpkin pie for dessert.
ooh, that sounds good.
I do
Oh,
like
stuffing,
pumpkin.
of course. Stuffing's my
Dressing?
favorite. Oh my gosh, stuffing! I could live off of stuffing.
What kind of stuffing? Whitey was talking
Yeah.
about. There's some with like, what did you
Cornbread.
say?
There's potato, and then there's usually bread or
I've
crackers.
never seen a
Oh, see,
potato
the cornbread
stuffing.
stuffing.
Cornbread
Said,
stuffing.
cornbread
Yeah.
stuffing.
Yeah, that was really good.
Crackers.
And then we had warm biscuits and cornbread. Oh my gosh, it was so good.
I
I haven't
like
had
corn-
warm cornbread in so long,
Yum.
like fresh from the oven.
Fun fact: I've never had a warm Thanksgiving meal in years either, because by the
I'm
time
sorry.
everybody gets their drink and sits down and stops talking, and we pray, and then we stop
Uh.
talking again, and then we eat, it's all cold.
You got to start beating people with the spatula. Sit down.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
Everybody-
what kind of drink is delaying people? You
What?
talking about
Water.
like
It just takes forever when you got that many people.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's it. You know,
Yep.
you gotta get the drinks handed out and everything. Yeah,
not in my experience.
especially if there's kids.
Sounds like there's a
Yeah,
little
when
bit
there's
of sauce.
food, people are rushing. Like, everybody's like, sit down.
Yeah.
I come from a big
Exactly.
family, though, so they're ready to eat. Like, as soon as you
Oh
get there.
no, I agree, dude. I come from a big Southern family too.
No, I'm
Um,
talking big. You know what I mean?
Well, no, trust me, I'm talking. I won't talk about my my uncle John. He had a stomach staple and he's still 300 pounds.
Oh, wow.
Oh, bless.
Yep. We love our food, man.
Yeah.
Well, do you guys have favorite desserts? Like it seems like at Thanksgiving time, traditionally it is apple and pecan pie. Does anybody go outside the
Pumpkin pie?
bounds of
Pumpkin
that?
pie. Are you
Yeah.
drinking?
Well,
Yeah, pumpkin
Yeah,
pie.
and
Yeah,
pumpkin
pumpkin
pie.
pie.
So it's typically like
pumpkin
these
roll.
three kind of desserts. Does anybody go outside of that?
Oh yeah,
I-
yeah. You
I
gotta
do.
have blueberry pie.
Lemon meringue.
Blueberry.
That's what I will
Lemon
have
meringue
when we
pie,
have a
yeah,
normal
that's good.
one. Yeah, lemon meringue pie.
Lemon meringue. That sounds good too. I typically have those in like blueberry and like meringue. Usually have those in like summertime and stuff like that. So,
It's an
Yeah.
all around you're eating.
When I think of that, I do think of summer, too. Same with sherbet ice cream.
Oh, sure.
You know,
yeah,
summertime.
for sure. We did have double chocolate pie. My sister-in-law made that. It was almost kind of like Mississippi mud pie. It was thick, creamy, rich, chocolatey goodness. And my mom makes homemade whipped cream all the time. with vanilla.
chocolate, baby.
Oh, hey, I thought we were supposed to behave on this stream.
yeah.
Not on this one, we're not.
It's always a gamble with Whitey with Whitney.
Whitney.
Yeah.
I'm very-
2 snaps in a Z, baby.
I
Wow.
will always love
What
you.
cannoli squash?
Hey, cannoli
Holy
spark.
cannoli.
Oh, speaking of
Cannoli.
cannoli.
I love me some cannolis. Oh, so
I can
good.
only eat like half of it. It's just kind of I'm not too fond of the cream
The
necessarily.
texture.
It's like a custard or something, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a cheese
Oh no, I love it. It's just liquid sugar, though. I mean, it's diabetes in a roll thing.
yeah.
Yeah, of course.
If you got diabetes like I do, look, I'm Wilford Brimley.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know who Wilford Brimley is?
What is milk from what?
Wilford Brimley. If you
Wilford.
got diabetes like I do,
Wilford Brimley.
Who's
I
he?
don't know who that is.
Is he the guy that does those commercials?
Just another guy from the Lego movie that I never watched.
It's a good movie, Dave. You should watch it.
You should watch it.
What is it, Ryan? What's it from?
He does diabetes commercials.
Oh,
Is he
If
the
you got-
cowboy-looking dude? Glasses, got the mustache.
no, that's Tom Selleck.
No, not Thomas. Selleck. I know it.
What's
Types.
going on?
If you got the diabetes like I do, somebody pull up Wilford Brimley.
You need this.
Wolford.
Then you
Brimley?
need
Claritin D. The D is for diabetes.
Oh my god!
By the way, I just got home at 1 o'clock this morning. Everybody, no, it was 2 o'clock this morning. Everybody,
Well, welcome home, Dan.
thank you,
welcome
thank
home.
you, thank you.
Where were you? Florida?
Right,
So-
yeah, I was in Florida. Ryan, look at, I got.
Is that
you see-
swamp
oh,
juice?
There you go.
Zephyr-
That's
Oh.
yeah. Up here in New
It's
York
just-
now, baby.
You know, down in Florida, they make beer out of swamp water. They call
Yeah.
it like crocodile something or other.
Yeah, it's
Uh-huh.
a
Crocodile or alligator? I forget. But-
No, it's
Gator
alligator. It's
There
alligator.
he is.
There you go.
Oh, yay! Oh,
No,
yes.
pull up the
Oh, he
diabetes-
does.
I knew.
Yeah.
No,
It does look
pull up
familiar.
the diabetes commercial. That's
Our house.
crap. If you got diabetes
We
like I
went from
do.
talking Thanksgiving. Naturally, we went and just segued into diabetes.
Can I,
My
speaking of
fault.
diabetes, can I
What?
go next?
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh my God.
absolutely. You got your hand up. Go next.
All right. Whoa. Well, we like turkey. We like turkey and potato stuffing. My mom
Okay.
makes it. It's world famous. It's got onions and it's more of a. It's more like mashed potatoes than it is stuffing. Like it's not very bready, but it's
Okay.
a whole lot of goodness. And then we do creamed corn, and then
Very nice.
sweet potatoes, endive
what's
with
up?
bacon dressing. What's up, Tim? And what else? And we do the, like Tabitha was saying, the tube of cranberry jello. And you
With the
just-
rings in it.
And it like plops out on the plate. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Got the
Cranberry
sucking
sauce,
sound.
and then you slice it, and then you slice it.
Yeah. And you see
and
the
then
little
you leave
lines
out,
in it.
and-
Yeah.
And then
That's
Mama
always
makes
fine. That's
pumpkin
fine.
pie and pumpkin roll.
Did you say pumpkin or pumpkin?
Pumpkin.
Pumpkin. Okay. I
I
knew a
probably
lady.
said
Her,
pumpkin.
her husband used to call her pumpkin. So I was just wondering. It sounded
Pumpkin.
like you said
Hey, what's up,
pumpkin. Yeah. Eventually, all the
Didn't I say
teenagers
that?
started calling her saying pumpkin. No, it sounded like you said
Pumpkin.
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 Pumpkin. Yeah,
It's an
It's
accent.
kind of
you,
quick.
It's an accent, you bigot.
that's right.
Yeah, come on.
Pumpkin. Well, they were from West Virginia. I don't know. Maybe that has something to do with it.
So
All right.
giant bigotry from Tabitha.
Huh?
Oh.
She loves the.
I
I'm always
love
getting
everybody
beatdowns from
because
her.
Jesus loves everybody.
That's
Aw.
it.
Bigots need Jesus too. So
We all need Jesus.
two snaps in a circle. That's right.
Have you found Jesus?
Well, what about you, Miss Martin Muses? You said you went to Cracker Barrel. Do you typically go to Cracker?
Crapper barrel.
Oh my God. No,
Now we know what you really think, Tabitha.
That's
I
kind
will
of like
say-
after you eat there.
I will
Right?
say I'm not a huge fan of Cracker Barrel, except for maybe their breakfast. But do you typically eat at the restaurants for Thanksgiving, or do you enjoy family like family gatherings at home?
No, usually it's the family gathering. This was just a one-time deal, but it was actually rather nice because we didn't have to prepare. We just
Mhm.
went, we ate, and then we were done. And
No
we
Yeah, and you
dishes,
said
you
nobody's there, right? So you could get in, get out.
well, it's actually very crowded. They have
Oh,
it. It's packed actually, and very efficient. Very efficient. They kind of they seat you, they feed you, and then they kick you out.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
I
was
thought you
lovely.
said there was only 2 people there.
Well, yes, us.
Oh,
She went to her take-
okay.
There's
Now it
only
makes
2
sense.
of us here in town. Everyone else was out of town, so the 2 of us went. No.
Gotcha.
It was-
it's
it was
it's a
packed.
crazy show.
Yeah.
Well,
I love that look that Ryan just did. He's like, it's a crazy show.
What happened?
Crazy what?
What about you, Ryan? You have any crazy or fun or strange
Yeah, what you
family
do?
Thanksgiving traditions, or what do you guys normally do?
Well, you know what? My family actually is pretty traditional. We usually do the normal. Turkey, ham.
Kielbasa?
The kielbasa.
He was like, "Hey, do Woody."
I'll actually probably try kielbasa, to be honest.
That's good.
No, but the craziest Thanksgiving that I remember actually was a couple years ago. My parents came to visit me, and we actually went to Cape Canaveral and toured, the site. And then, of course, we had, Thanksgiving meal and stuff like that. And then, of course, we actually, on the way home, Cracker Barrel was open. And that was probably, honestly, my favorite Thanksgiving, because we got to see American history. We got to have fun as a family, go on, rides and see all the history of the NASA space program. That was probably, honestly, my favorite. But yeah, no, we're pretty traditional, turkey, ham, stuffing, mashed
What
potatoes.
kind of stuffing?
It's the
Cracker?
It's the stuffing that
Don't call him names.
that damn crack. No,
Cracker.
no. It's it depends on the family member. Yeah. Yes, cracker. You darn cracker. But no, pumpkin pie, sweet potato pie. There's another one. But I would always stick to pumpkin and sweet potato. So
Sweet.
With the marshmallows, pecans, you got a preference?
marshmallows.
Now, is it pronounced pecan or pecan?
Depends where you come from.
Yeah, I'd say
Yeah.
I say pecan, but I've heard pecan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, here
I'd
in the
say both, I think.
South where I live, and even up in
Pecan.
Virginia, they call them
South.
pecans. But at least most folk I've talked to, it's funny though, because they will say like pecan or whatever, and then like I come around like at church or something like that, and I'm like, oh yeah, we had like pecan pie, and then they start saying pecan. It's like, all right, okay.
Tomato.
Yeah, it's probably.
Tabitha, do you know what country fried steak is?
Yeah, I think so. Isn't it like?
It's like breaded steak. With,
Yeah. and-
oh,
I was gonna
sorry,
say,
sorry.
isn't it kind of like fried Salisbury steak with gravy or something?
Or fried chicken.
That is breakfast of champions right
Oh,
there.
I love me some scrapple. That's northern food.
Ooh. Pork
Yeah.
or
I like grits.
regular?
Grits is good.
I think
Pork
I've only
scrapple?
ever had like regular. I forget what was the company
Well,
that
there's
makes
cow
it.
and there's pork.
Okay. I've never paid attention. I just see it in the store and I just grab it because it says scrapple right on the top of it.
Pay
if I ever
attention
find
next
it.
time, because there's a big difference. It fought
What
with me
about
for a while
corned beef?
until I figured it out.
Okay.
I like the pork.
Browned?
Hash brown.
Oh, hash.
Corned beef hash. That's it.
Oh.
Corned beef hash. Do you like that?
Oh yeah, SOS.
Yes. Anonymous says pork.
Anonymous pork.
Yeah,
I'm
pork.
going to assume it's the cow one, but I don't know for sure.
Pay
It's the
attention,
cow.
because there's a huge difference. And then
I
do you
can't
do
get it where I
ketchup or
live.
maple syrup.
Neither.
Tabitha,
Just plain.
fake Southern girl.
I'm not a big
Ah.
Southern girl. Scrapple's from the north.
She's
I'm
eating grits over
screwing
there.
with you.
Grits.
Yeah.
I like
like-
grits.
Ooh.
I like grits.
Hey,
Not,
everyone
not,
likes
not,
grits.
a, not a
Grits.
huge fan of grits unless
don't
you
like
you put in butter and
Hot sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hot sauce.
No,
You were in the
no,
military, right?
self-respecting Southerner
Yeah.
has instant grits.
Yeah, everything got the hot sauce.
on everything.
Hey, you know what's good with grits? Some brown sugar and grits.
I don't like the texture.
I
of
tried it. I
I
wasn't crazy about it.
Like
No,
it's like
no.
Yeah.
if
I
you
like the
mix
sweetness.
couscous with mashed potatoes, that's what grits is to me. I don't like it.
Oh my
They
god.
don't like it.
I don't like it.
Oh,
Maybe
What is
I've
that
never.
from? I don't like it.
Baby,
That's
baby
from
doesn't like
something.
Wrong.
I don't know.
I don't know
Movie
either.
or something. I
I
don't
don't
like
know.
it.
Now, who actually takes the time to watch football at Thanksgiving?
Blech.
Well, I kind of
Cut.
had to.
I'm canceling them. Canceling. They take a knee.
Well,
Whatever sport takes a knee, they're getting canceled.
Right.
Well,
Unless they're
Tabitha,
the-
I watched real football this Thanksgiving, the
Yeah.
World Cup.
Oh, there you
Football.
go.
Football.
Football.
It's
Yeah.
football.
It's soccer.
Yeah,
Mhm.
sucker.
I love
Soccer.
it. Love it. It's probably my favorite sport outside of rugby.
Yeah, me too.
Yay, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
I love rugby. Yes, soccer. I did watch a little bit of football, I think, on that day. Yeah, we did. My dad decided to because the World Cup's going on. He typically just not really into the mainstream sports anymore because of what has taken place in the last few years. Even though he's an official soccer assessor now, or has been. But he decided to get Fubo or whatever it's called, the streaming
yes!
service. Yeah, just
what
for
I
the
get.
World Cup. Yeah, just for the World Cup. And
I do it just
so-
for that in the Premier League. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fubo.
And
Yeah.
What the heck is
so-
Fubo?
I watched
have no
Streaming
idea.
service.
It's like a streaming TV
Like
service.
Fubar?
Yeah.
It's like a,
Fubo.
Called Fubo. It's a
Definitely
streaming service
Fubo,
that
trust me.
it has all the soccer, football, real football,
Real
and
football.
It
and
has
it
that
also has
Fubo
well
TV.
my serial killer shows
Fake.
too.
Right.
Fubo.
It does have like HGTV and other Hallmark things and
NCIS.
whatnot. Yeah.
And
But
CIS.
I just use it for the sports. Like I asked him, like I logged in on his account, created my own. I'm like, hey, can I watch me some soccer? Love it. I love it. I've been watching today. I watched. I was so happy to see Senegal win. I really was.
Mhm.
I'm like, if U.S. doesn't make it, my heart is actually championing for Senegal because I would love to see, just if you will,
You're
a
not
minor.
Brazilian fan? You don't like the Brazil?
Oh, I love Brazil. Oh, vamos ao Brazil.
Brazil.
But it's just such a different team anymore than it used to be.
Outer world.
But I would
Hi,
just
Jimmy.
love to see a minor country like Senegal win. It
Everyone
would
loves
just
an underdog.
thrill. Yeah, everybody loves an underdog. It would thrill my heart to see somebody like Senegal win. They work hard. They played good today. Or Cameroon, something like this.
I could tell Dan loves football. Football. Fubo.
Yeah, I know. We just like totally lost the guys. Very said they're like, yeah, soccer.
Yeah, yep.
I
Oh
was
no!
really into. I was listening.
I have a
Excited.
the place I was staying had a foosball table and we were playing paddle.
Now you're talking.
There you
Oh
go.
my-
That's
Well,
not
yeah.
fun.
Yeah, I like foosball. I want
We
you
did-
play none of that foosball.
You
We
play
did do axe
Hey, foosball,
axe
Bobby.
Foosball
tossing
is the
at
devil.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Bobby Boucher.
A cornhole. We also played cornhole at Thanksgiving. Axe tossing and cornhole at Thanksgiving time. That's fun.
Nice,
That
nice.
name of that game, it just cracks me up every time I hear that.
I know, me
Wow.
too. First time I ever heard of it when I moved down here. I'm like, do what? Sorry, what are we doing?
Why not
So,
call it
yeah.
beanbag or something?
Yeah, right, exactly. Beanbag.
Beanhole.
Because
I guess
apparently-
beanhole would be worse. Yeah, beanhole. Let's play some beanhole.
Apparently, back in the day, they used to toss the corn cobs through rings or something like that.
Sure,
because
that's what it was.
That was
yeah.
the poor
Yeah,
man's
Oh.
version.
Yeah, that's even
Nice,
worse.
That's cool.
Family channel,
Yeah.
guys. Family channel.
Family channel.
We have not said anything that is not family friendly.
I
Everyone
like what
wants
Doc
to-
Swift has said. Tabitha was somehow the manliest part of the soccer.
Yes. I was starting to see the man version that that picture.
Mhm.
I seen it.
Mhm. Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, there it is.
I look like
There it is.
Ado now. Hang on.
yeah.
Oh no!
That was good.
That is good.
Tabitha turned into Taylor.
Still a girl's name, so I'm all right with that.
Yeah, there you go.
I know it's one of those gender neutral names.
I
Names.
know a guy named Taylor. He's
Hey,
a little-
Tabitha,
Taylor
you're
or
in South
Tyler?
Carolina, right?
North.
Oh, I think Ado's in
North.
South Carolina today.
Ah,
He was. Yeah, he was.
for work.
There
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
I intend to meet that man one day and eat at
Someday.
his house.
I almost met him. If he wasn't, if him and his family weren't sick. I would've-
Oh,
He was gonna hold me up in his house. 10 of us.
oh my gosh.
Son of us,
You
he
must
goes-
have-
He goes, I got a living room, a couch and the floor. You guys can crash here. I was like,
Well,
okay,
didn't
cool.
he say he's a part of a Cuban family and they're accustomed to just like
Yeah,
big
Oh, yeah.
family
crashing
gatherings
everywhere,
and yeah.
So
Good old Ado, another Star Wars room builder. We hearts Ado.
yes, that's right. And
For the children.
Oh my
that's why he couldn't be here tonight, because he was traveling for work. So,
He's a working man.
Got to work towards Christmas. Oh, all right. This is kind of like a Christmas / Thanksgiving like merger here.
I still want to hear what Dan says.
True. After what Dan says, I want to know, when do you guys start putting decorations up for Christmas? But Dan, what are your favorite Thanksgiving foods? Or what are your traditional?
Traditional Thanksgiving food probably would be turkey, mashed potato. What's it? That
No stuffing or
Oh,
dressing?
Jacob Irons. See ya, buddy. Some stuffing. Some what else is there? I got
Potato or crocker or
yeah. The sweet potato, the mashed potato.
What kind of gravy?
what kind of stuffing though?
Gravy would
Gravy's
be,
important,
Gravy
too.
would be made from the turkey itself, like the juices of the turkey.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the
Yep.
stuffing though, is it like a potato stuffing or bread stuffing?
It's my grandma would make a breaded stuffing, but she would make it by scratch, and she would put all the stuff in. It's good. This year we didn't do it that way. Resin Bell, hey, what's up? How are you, Resin Bell? So yeah, it's good. This year we were gonna do cornbread stuffing, but didn't get to it because the Galaxy Garage. And we didn't get to it because our Thanksgiving was weird this year. You know, we went to Florida. We spent some time with my brother, and I don't know, it was just a little different, you know.
Oh, I forgot Dave was down. Dave, right?
Yes, yeah. So what we did a ham this year and a turkey. We didn't get to make the stuffing, so we just kind of scratched that, and we were just and we did more of a breakfast brunch, and
That's
it
nice.
was, so we had waffles, we had French toast with ham and turkey, and I don't know, it was just weird. It was different.
Waffles, French toast, and turkey.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah.
Were y'all pregnant?
I could
Waffle,
do that.
ham, turkey, waffle syrup. Like, yo, let's
Yeah.
go nuts. Are you kidding me?
I mean,
that.
I've eaten
Heck yeah,
chicken and
sounds good.
waffles before, but ham, turkey, and waffles doesn't.
Well, ham is
Oh.
like bacon, you know.
I'm all for that.
Yeah, ham
Yeah.
is good for breakfast.
Why
definitely.
didn't you call me for Thanksgiving?
I
you-
tried. I told you to come over on
you-
Thursday, and
You said come over Friday morning. That's a fact. You
Right,
didn't say
right.
Thursday. You said Friday.
Ah, he got you.
Ooh, Dan's,
I thought I
Dan's hoarding all the food over there.
That's right, Dan. That's
Well-
right, Dan. Mic drop. I have to go to the bathroom, and you got served.
To be fair, he had 10 people waiting. Maid 4 says, I got diabetes just listening to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we are.
If only pie lasted as long as the other leftovers. This is true.
I'm
This is
telling you, man, I was eating my mom's pie. The pumpkin pie. It took a while to get rid of all of it, but I got it.
true. But you stepped up to the plate. You did it. Got it.
Yep.
Got your job done.
And do
Well-
you put whipped topping on top?
Of course.
Whipped topping? Or a la mode?
Whip cream.
It's very important questions here tonight.
cream is good. Yeah, whipped cream.
I know we're normally a nerd
Whipped topping.
conversation, show,
Cool
but
whip.
tonight it's all about the
Cool
food, family, games.
Yeah, it's a family
party.
show. Yeah.
Yeah,
Family
games.
shows.
Yeah, games are good. Do some people usually play games afterwards? I mean, I know a few of us played some Uno and then some foosball table.
Oh.
Yeah, like I
This
said, we
year.
played cornhole and we did like axe tossing. It
right,
wasn't
we
like
did
real axes, but it was really cool. Somebody brought over they were plastic axes that stick
How do you not
into.
use real axes? when
What,
you're
like little-
tossing an axe?
Well, basically, they
Right.
sell these like plastic or foam, like heavy foam
Okay,
shaped
like
axes, and then the board
It
itself,
goes
the
up to like
bullseye.
a dartboard thingy.
Yeah,
like
with the
a-
really
a
long
bunch of-
arms. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
A lot of arms
So
and
Yeah,
sticks
it
in
just
there.
sticks in there.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Yeah, I got it.
Exactly.
Jake. I would have got away with it too if it weren't for you damn kids.
Oh my. Don't know if that's the exact
That's
quote.
not the exact wording. Yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Okay, sorry. I said damn. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he does like damn.
At first, I thought
Darn
you said
kids.
Dan. I
Darn.
thought you said Dan.
Dan.
Dan's kids.
No,
I would have gotten
Dan's
away with it if it
kids.
wasn't for Dan's kids.
Oh,
And
they
ate all the ham and turkey, damn it. I mean, darn it. I mean, Dan, it.
Damn it.
So, who actually gets like some of your spouses, moms, whatever? Who
Very
has-
important question.
Who has to have the Christmas stuff already up before Thanksgiving, or who has to wait until after Thanksgiving?
It's got to be after.
Got to be after. Why?
I would
I
say
actually still have a
after,
big turkey
but-
blow up on my porch. He's
but
still blowing up.
Technically,
I
still
saw
November.
Some people,
Yeah.
I saw some people this year put stuff up after Halloween for Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they
Oh.
totally skipped Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. They
early.
said Thanksgiving thing, and they were just like, "Yeah, just throw it up for Christmas now."
They just want to be first, I think.
That's
You know?
It's conspiracy.
I know the neighbors up the street, they always do that kind of stuff.
That's crazy.
Yep.
wow.
Yeah, I mean, I wait until used to wait until December sometime, but I have noticed that as I've gotten older and my life has gotten a lot busier, that I don't seem to be able to enjoy a lot of the elements of Christmas if I wait until December. So I make gingerbread things, and so I started in November, like in the middle of November, and already started doing that, started wrapping some presents and things like that. So that way I'm not overwhelmed come December. I'll be traveling and, you meet with family and stuff like that. Never seems to be enough time. But I know my mom likes to, a couple of years ago, she started a new tradition. She started getting a Christmas tree a day or two before Thanksgiving so that when the family come over, they can decorate that tree. And
Awesome.
There you
it
go.
actually, yeah. So it's like another family element. Actually, how it started was that my cousin brought over, at that time, his then girlfriend. And, it's kind of awkward when you meet new people and you're trying to fit in, all this kind of stuff.
So
And
we brought a big tree over.
well, so she already had the tree and she had the box of decorations, and I was like, hey, they're kind of looking, they were like asking, I think, if they could do it. I'm like, hey, do you mind if they kind of put stuff in there? She's like, how? Normally she's like particular, like she wanted to do it, but they went and did it and had such a jolly time doing it. My mom really loved the way it was, and again, it was just kind of brought the family together,
Oh.
watching, people.
Yeah, and that way you don't have to do it. Sounds like a great
Yeah, I was
idea.
gonna say child labor.
Yeah. Exactly. And so, I mean, decorating the Christmas tree is not exactly my ideal thing. I mean, I love looking at it. I'm not a
Yeah.
huge fan of decorating, but anybody else got to have it like when do you guys get your Christmas trees?
Well, you see, that's what I'm saying. I guess I'm the only hardcore person here because I don't put up my Christmas stuff until Christmas Eve because it's Advent. So, I fully celebrate Advent. So I have my Advent wreath and all that. And then Christmas is Christmas Eve. And the Christmas season, actually, technically, there's the 12 days of Christmas. And then the season, which isn't technically over until February 2nd. The Feast of the Present.
Right. That's true.
Yeah. So
you're not German,
I do
are
it.
you?
Then I do it all January. So I'm the only one still celebrating Christmas.
Why not?
It's a whole
everybody else is
month
done.
long party. Well, I do the 12 days. So I do the
Very traditional, like old school traditional.
yeah, old school tradition. I mean, maybe I should challenge people. Try it one time.
Yeah.
It really, and so then when Christmas Eve finally comes, it's like, you get all excited. Now you can technically cheat by getting out your nativity, but you leave out like the people in there, and then I'll do this, and you take your different characters like Mary and Joseph and kind of have them travel around their house, and then on Christmas Eve they all end up in the stable except for the three wise men, and then the three wise men are still traveling around your house, and then you
That's
bring
cool.
them in,
And
on
they show up
Epiphany.
2 years later.
No, well, technically, not 2 years later. They come up on Epiphany, January 6th, on the 12th day of Christmas. It's fun.
Right.
It's cute.
That is
cool.
fun.
Nice.
I like that.
It's like a super version of Elf on the Shelf.
I was gonna say, yeah, right? Like a religious.
But it
version
sounds
of
like
Elf
fun.
on the
I know a
Shelf.
lot of people do
That's
that
cool.
with the tree on Christmas Eve.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know of a few.
Yeah, because technically, if you're following, I followed the liturgical calendar pretty strictly. So when you celebrate the 4 things and then you do the O antiphons, so you go through all the scriptures because it's all a whole bunch of Old Testament stuff about the prophecies of Jesus coming, the Messiah, and then finally when it happens, it's like woohoo, and it's a big party and everyone's all excited and.
That's
You know,
cool.
you
I
get
like
out all
that.
this, then you just party for a month. It's awesome, or 12
That
days
is
at least.
pretty cool.
So is that part of the Orthodox?
Well, Roman Catholic, Orthodox do that too. You know, we're cut from the same cloth. We're cousins, but yes, I'm Latin.
Yeah, so you
Roman
I
Catholic.
get 2 Christmases. It's great.
Yeah, well,
if
it
only
goes
I
on
got
forever. Yeah, and
more
same thing with
presents,
Easter.
but-
Easter also goes on forever. You celebrate Easter for 6 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's
so
nice.
yeah.
That's really nice. I mean, my mom is German, and she said that her father, they would decorate the tree. Thanksgiving. They don't have Thanksgiving. Christmas Eve, but they weren't allowed to decorate the tree with my grandfather. Like he would close the door, decorate it himself,
Oh.
and then they would wake up the next day or whenever he was done, he would open the door, and there was the tree. But yeah, we do the Advent calendar. Like she lights the candle every Sunday, during the, all that kind of stuff. Of course, the chocolate
cool.
doors open up. But what about you, Ryan? Do you
Oh.
like put little decorations up? How do you get your Christmas on?
He used to, but now his cat knocks everything down. Right?
I haven't decorated for Christmas in over a decade.
Oh,
sad moment.
I know you really
Talk about a stream killer. Everyone.
Is there a particular reason? I mean, if it's personal, it's okay. You don't have to share. But I mean, like, is there a
No.
particular reason, or you just don't feel like it?
Because as former U.S. Army member and police officer, you usually have to work the holidays and stuff like that. And no, the cat is not meant to be a focal point. That's just where she likes to sit. Apparently, recently, not everybody gets to celebrate the holidays, and that's the honest truth. And it's something that most people don't want to acknowledge. So no, Thanksgiving and Christmas are just another day of the year.
Yeah.
And so no, I don't necessarily celebrate them. My family is about 2,000 miles away. I have not been invited to a Thanksgiving dinner in the last time was 4 years ago. So it is what it is.
So Dan, why didn't you invite him on Thursday? Look what you've done, Dan.
Dare you? Oh,
Look, he
oh,
left.
shame.
See, you got him all upset now.
Shame. Oh my goodness, Dan, what you doing? I think
You gotta put a tiny little Charlie Brown tree for the cat.
Yeah.
There you
gosh,
go.
don't
Just
tell
one
us
ball on it so he could swipe at it.
Or you get the Christmas decoration cat toys, and they just kind of like float around on the
Yeah.
on the carpet.
I mean, or we can acknowledge the fact that the majority of the world and people that are in it don't necessarily have people to celebrate the holidays with.
I wouldn't say majority of the world, would you?
It is the majority of the world.
Who says?
I don't know.
The majority?
have
Oh.
people?
I don't know about
All right,
a
well, let's bring on
majority, but
Tom.
I think a lot of the
Hey, someone's trying to copy my style with a cat.
Tom, I love you, buddy.
You know what?
Sorry I'm late. I just literally got back from Hollywood Studios. It's a long drive. And
Oh.
Why
Dan
is
asked me
Dan
literally-
gone?
Dan literally asked me, like, as I was starting my live stream, like, hey, do you want to come on?
Yeah,
So,
he
like-
did the same thing.
So, like,
Yeah. Dan,
it's okay,
Dan.
Dan. It's okay, Dan. But it was a mission accomplished. I got my Christmas shopping done, and people got to watch me do that, which was
Yeah. Well,
So
we're
how is
glad
it-
that you're here inside the booth with us. Yeah, for sure.
it's a tight booth.
Yeah, well, wait until Dan gets here. I think he's doing something with his. I think he's doing something with his family there. But
Let's get some nice smells in the room.
oh my goodness, we've got ASMR Christmas.
It's already
edition
green
going
in
on.
there, man. Maybe too much spray.
Too much.
I don't go that way. I'm not that type of.
Oh, okay. I thought
Jolly
maybe you're going for the Grinch Christmas.
Oh no! I saw the Grinch the other day. He's a nice guy.
Yeah. Okay.
I know the guy who did the character actor for him at Universal. He's fun.
Nice.
Rogue, have you met Whitey before?
I don't know
No.
if I have, but hi.
How you doing? Nice meeting you, man.
Oh, this
Nice
is
meeting you too.
Whitey from Whitey's Wicked Workshop. He is a Star Wars room builder and
Okay.
rogue
Yeah.
attraction, also known as Tom. He does theme park vlogging, tries out food,
Yeah, I've
tries
seen his
out
stuff.
rides, talks to people, crunches numbers, and walks around with a Kawaii monkey lizard for people to stare
Yeah.
at. Oh,
I gotta get me one of them.
Yeah, they're not bad now. They're about $40 or so.
do they still sell them? Is it an
Yeah,
older
you-
kind of thing?
They have them. They have lots of them.
Oh,
I think the new shipment has better controls. So they fixed the steel cables were a little short, so they would disconnect after a little bit. So that's why this is.
Oh,
I let this be known during my 1K celebration. This is Zort the Third. He's a long line of Zorts.
Long line.
There's two other ones. One of them I think you can see hanging up above my door over there.
okay. I was going to
he-
ask, what do you do with
Oh,
the
yeah.
previous sorts? Do you have a
There's
ceremony?
stuff.
Do you cremate them? You
There's
know?
their stuff and mounted like like trophies. That's Zort the First. He died because he got electrical problems in rain and short circuited and almost caught my shoulder on fire.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
yeah, that was fun.
Pyromaniac. Sure.
I thought they were all cable. There's electrics in them.
Yeah, there's a speaker. There's a speaker and a microphone so you can hear.
Oh yeah,
Oh, my
that's right.
goodness.
I love that.
Well, so Rogue, we were talking a little while ago about Thanksgiving. We'll just backtrack a little bit here. Like, do you
sure,
celebrate
sure.
Thanksgiving? Do you hang out with your
Yeah,
family?
I had about 13 people here at my house.
Wow.
We had to rent the Airbnb that's near me to house some of them and also have the kitchen. I made 3 turkeys, one smoked, one fried, one traditionally. Well, actually, it was spit roasted.
Okay. See,
okay,
Whitey,
yeah,
we're not
that's
crazy.
different.
We're not the only people.
I
that-
missed
Yeah, it was smoked for I smoked it for 72 hours.
Oh, smoked one. Yeah, that's probably really
that
good.
sounds good.
Did it like fall off the bone?
Yeah, the smoke ring was about 6 inches. Like there's a
Oh.
decent smoke ring on the turkey. I had to I made it with a habanero honey to keep it from drying out a little bit, and I used a mix between a coconut shell and a applewood because I wanted to impart some different earth tones to it. Sorry, I cook a lot. I'm
I
very
was gonna
bougie.
say
as well.
he's a connoisseur of the flavors over there. I'm just like listening to this and I'm thinking, wow, that sounds delightful.
And then the fried one, I fried in peanut oil because that's the best oil to fry in.
Yeah, it
Yes,
is.
it is.
It is.
Yeah.
And then the
You got a
rotisserie
peanut
one-
allergy?
I don't care.
Unsubscribe.
I don't care. There's 2 other turkeys they could have. Besides that, I think I ended up with about 42 side dishes.
42.
Holy
Tell us
I want to
about
go to your house next year.
42.
So this comes from my dad. I tend to overdo holidays, and you don't want to see my grocery bill. Like from just
Wait, now
You come
did
from a
you
big
make-
family like me. Big.
Yeah, I made everything.
You made
Big
everything.
Yeah, I don't
I
trust
got
other
it,
people
I
cooking in my
got it.
kitchen. I also
Okay.
baked 4 different cookies and made 3 desserts.
Wow.
Mm.
Dang.
And went
Well-
to theme parks and still worked. So don't tell me you can't do a lot besides sleep.
Rogue over there, you should be called. You've been Rogue Disney. You're the Rogue attraction now. I feel like a name change is in the future. Be the Rogue Renaissance Man.
It might be too long for the thing, but I plan to put up more recipes in my Discord future from everything I've done for the Thanksgiving holidays. I know holidays are hard for people, and a lot of these are actually quick dishes you can make without much prep time because
That's always nice.
Yeah, so the only thing that's annoying is like rutabaga. That's a family thing. We always have it. We do it mashed, but rutabaga is a tough vegetable to cut, and it also takes a time to cook, and it smells horrible while you cook it. So I did that in the rental house instead of my house.
Rutabaga.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. It's like a turnip or another root vegetable, but it's also lower in carbs, has a good amount of amino acids and some other healthy stuff in it compared to a regular
I haven't
potato.
had rutabaga in a long time. My brother made a dish one time for church, and it was pretty good, but I don't even know what a rutabaga looks like, to be honest.
It's covered in wax. It's a weird thing. It's like, had like a waxy skin on it, but it's just like looks like a bowling ball.
Huh.
Kind of like, and it feels like one. Like you could bludgeon someone with it.
Wow. All right, so we probably don't have time for 42 of your sides, but could you list a few of them for us?
Sure. Sure. I made
Tom, hold on. Before you do that, I have to go. I have a little one who is literally she's being a giant pain in the butt. So I appreciate everyone, and I it was great.
Oh, there goes the kitty.
Yeah, it was great to talk with all of you guys. So much love to all of you.
We salute you.
And I will see you guys next time.
Circle, wave, snap by.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it is anymore.
2 snaps up in a circle.
That's what it is.
Okay. Oh, and I'm sorry. Hi, Miss Martin Muses. I'm sorry I didn't get to say hi to you, or also like I just kind of started talking about food. I tend to.
She put a Santa hat on. I caught you.
I decided to match you. Yeah, since you.
That's good.
I can go through. I'll go through like 3 of them because I do regional based sides. So I do 4 sides per place my family comes from.
Oh.
So like I'm like I'm.
Dude,
you know
need to
me.
be like you need to be like a tour guide, home etiquette person. Like you are the Renaissance man.
So I made a dirty rice for my family from the New Orleans, Louisiana area. I did that with I did it with alligator sausage. I cut it up and did that instead of regular sausage. I also did cream cauliflower. It's a simple one. It's one my mom loves. Just with some heavy cream, nutmeg, mashed up cauliflower. Simple dish, not hard to make. The rogue turkey. I also made Brussels sprouts with bacon, but I steam the Brussels. I blanch the Brussels sprouts, pull them apart, and then put the bacon inside the Brussels sprouts, and then wrap it in bacon afterwards. And then I smoke it, and then I cover it in honey molasses type sauce. That's a family recipe that I'm not going to say, but there's some spices in it.
We're only on the internet. You can tell us.
Then I had 6 different types of stuffing. I did a cracker-based one with oysters. I did a cornbread stuffing. I did a Italian bread stuffing with sweet and spicy Italian sausage, and then I did a couscous stuffing with dates and pine nuts.
Rogue, can you be honest with me? Is Martha Stewart your mom?
No.
Okay. All right.
My dad's mom was actually a cook for Macy's in Times Square back in the day.
Okay.
So she would actually cook for the executive office there.
Okay. So
And
this
that
is
was-
how you've gotten all your knowledge.
Yeah, I have recipes going. I have some recipes from my dad's side of the family going all the way back to Sicily in like 1910.
Is that all? Try harder, Rogue.
Yeah, to grind out loud. Yeah. Underachiever.
Okay. Okay. All right. So we know that
My
you're doing
dad did more. My dad would do more than me because it would be a much larger setting. He would have about 120 different side dishes, and he would have about 7 turkeys, 5 lasagnas, and
for how many people?
20.
Okay.
Oh my
All
god.
Wow, that's a lot for just 20 people.
Yeah,
A lot of leftovers, ain't there?
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
Well, so
Hey,
you gotta add.
lots of leftovers over there.
I feel like they're just doing this.
Wow.
Did you make any traditional side? You made a lot of what it sounds like exotic or way back when traditional kind of food. Did you do any of like the quote unquote normal boring stuff like mashed potatoes, corn, green bean
I did mashed
casserole?
potatoes, but it had truffle butter in it. And
Oh my God.
Oh gosh.
Oh yeah, you gotta have truffle butter.
Oh yeah.
and then
Very good.
I did
Frozen pizza.
I did a pumpkin soup that had saffron.
Wow.
But,
You make that sound like it's like it had saffron, like everybody has that, like it's not expensive by the ounce,
Did I say I'm not in crippling debt from this? No.
I mean,
I told you I'm done with the holidays. I overspent on my nephews right now. I bought them more than I should have at Hollywood.
Oh, but that's
Like,
sweet.
Yeah,
Are you in Florida, Tom?
I'm in. I'm at near Cocoa Beach, so
Oh, okay.
I'm about an hour from the theme parks.
The
Nice.
real question here, Galaxy Garage asks, is all of that served hot?
Yes. So I actually have a very good timing method for everything to be cooked.
Of course you do.
Never trust the skinny chef, they say.
This is true.
And that is the truth.
I have a 7-burner stove, and the house that we rented had another 7-burner cooktop gas. I also used 3 grills. I used
Did
the
you
fryer.
run back and forth between each house?
Wow.
It's only one house away.
Oh.
Like I literally have to walk one house away to this Airbnb, which I didn't know was an Airbnb when I moved in. But like, hey, I have a place to shove family I don't want to have in my house,
Nice.
right near me. So it's
you're
not
saying
that
you
offensive.
walked back and forth these houses to cook?
Yeah, and then one time I took a boat.
did you have any assistance?
So I had 2 cousins that helped me. That one of
Okay.
them goes to the Culinary Institute of America up in New York.
Okay.
And
This all
one of
makes
them-
sense now.
And one of them is actually they work at a restaurant in Vegas that's owned by a very famous chef.
Okay.
Um,
Hell's
I, wa-
Kitchen?
maybe.
Aha.
So
Okay, I was
they
gonna say-
were beating me into shape because they actually. It's been a while since I've done anything like super precise. They were getting at me for my knife cuts and like
yeah, normal family
25.
squabbles. Yeah.
Yeah, but they were the only 2 that I would trust in terms of that stuff. I know it's big, but my family has gotten smaller and smaller over time. A lot of people have passed. So
From
I
the
kinda-
man that had a frozen pizza. He approves.
Proper madness. I guess I can say that. I'm sorry I took over the conversation when I came in, but
No, it's good.
fascinating.
Yeah, that's what we wanted to hear.
I mean,
oh, you wanted to hear, and I didn't mean to make you hungry. It's like 10 o'clock at night. Like,
Well-
Yeah.
Okay, now let me get the number right. 41 different sites?
42.
42.
42.
Almost
Yeah.
out of spite, I want to try to make 43 for Christmas now. I will make it happen.
I feel like
Now,
it's that
now my
moment
question is:
in
are you going to
Harry
make them
Potter.
like 2-ounce sides? Like each of mine were about a pound each in terms
for
of food.
crying out loud. Well, no, I couldn't
Wow.
eat all that. I mean, well, actually, I couldn't even eat.
I had 13
most-
people, and then they went home with leftovers.
Okay, we
That's-
have like
that's
5.
41 pounds each.
I had 16 people
Yikes.
over.
Okay,
We didn't have
I
that
won't try
many.
to beat that. I won't try to beat that.
I did it. I just that
I
moment.
didn't even
kind
tell
of,
you the size of the turkeys.
Jesse.
Of course, you know. What were the sizes of the turkeys? Go ahead, tell us.
Those
I'm not
bad
gonna go-
knife cuts.
Put it this way: I weighed one of the turkey breasts at about 10 pounds, just for the breast. These were
that's
big
good.
birds. I had to order them from a place in Canada.
10 pounds. I had a 15 pounder.
We had
I'm
20
sorry,
pounds.
I'm weird. I'm
It's
weird.
a small bird.
No, it's not weird. You're fine. Like if that's what your family, I think it's great that you're willing to serve your family in such a capacity, and that you have your
Yeah.
cousins helping you. These kinds of holidays are meant to be about other people.
Just letting
It's
you know.
all about the
I
family.
take
You
a
know what
break
I'm
at
saying?
Christmas. By the way.
I
take
was
a
okay.
break.
So I was gonna ask you. So
gosh.
segueing that, you got your Santa hat, you got your green background and stuff
I
like
do
that.
the traditional Italian type of Christmas. So Christmas Eve, we do the 7 fishes, Feast of the 7 Fishes.
Okay.
That's
Are
something
you
I've
Italian,
always done.
Tom?
Yes, Italian,
Okay.
Irish, and Polish.
Cool.
Polish.
Wow, that's a good mix.
We're natural
New Yorker.
enemies then, Rogue. Okay.
It's a small bit. I can put a light bulb in. It's okay.
So
No,
have you eaten kielbasa before?
Yeah, I make my own.
Nice.
Of course.
And pierogies and guampkies and guampkies are stuffed
Halushki.
cabbage.
What the freak is a
Halupkis.
guampki? Is that something at Galaxy's Edge?
It's a stuffed cabbage. You stuff cabbage with sausage and you steam it and you put in a red ragu type.
Different
Sounds like-
from halupki?
I think it's a little bit different. It's something that's a terminology from my grandma's side, and that's like it's one of the dishes. Like I have to use a specific type of cabbage. I have to use a specific type of this, otherwise it just doesn't taste right. And finding that stuff when I was in North Carolina was a pain in my butt. It's a lot easier now.
Well, I'm sure. Well, Florida is a little bit more diverse an area for the culinary stuff, I think, than North Carolina.
Hey, I've actually found a Polish restaurant. That was the first time since I left New York.
Oh,
Wow.
well
I
done.
mean, it's in Tampa, but I found one.
But you found it. So if people ask, so do you put up Christmas trees?
My Christmas tree, I had to buy a new one. I had to buy my artificial one that lasted for about 16 years. Died. It wouldn't turn on. It is.
Right.
And I'm like,
What,
well,
one of them pre-lit lights? Or pre-lit trees?
Yeah, and I could have bought lights and put it on there, and I thought about it, and I'm like, this gonna look tacky, and no. So I went out to Lowe's yesterday, and bought a $220 tree that I wasn't expecting to have to buy. Then I decided to buy 3 light-up snowmen at $130 to put in my backyard.
Are you going to be
I was
in debt
there.
for the rest of your life?
I don't plan to live long enough for my debt to matter.
That's right. You got to live for today. You can't take it with you.
It all falls on Zort's shoulders in the end, anyway. So.
Yeah. It's his fault. He told you to buy it, right?
But where I live does a Christmas boat parade. It's huge.
Nice.
There's about 400 or 500 boats that come up to do it. And last year I had no.
Oh, you mean real boats, not floats?
Like real boats
boat.
in the
Oh,
water.
real
water.
That's
Yeah,
right,
like-
because you
like
live by the
the
water.
Yeah.
I live on a canal. So
That's awesome.
there's like 400 or 500 boats, and I was the Grinch house last year. I was the Scrooge house. I had no decorations up. I literally like the year after.
Find one burnt out bulb and change
Oh
it.
my God.
You know what?
always do
I
that.
used a what do they call the things? Like the thing that you
The
go on for
sensors or
electricity.
whatever.
Yeah, and I was going through, and there was 600 bulbs on there. I gave up. I'm like, I could spend another, and it was an old tree.
Yeah.
I couldn't put a star on
Yeah.
top because it's 7.5 foot and only have 8 foot ceilings, or whatever it is. Like it touched the ceiling. I'm like, all right,
Mhm.
I'll just get a 7-foot tree. I can put a star on top. We can make things easier. This one has like 12 different modes.
Our
Time
trees
to-
have modes now. It's
Time to
Yeah.
upgrade.
It goes along with the music and all that
Changes.
stuff. It has a
like
projector on the top
storm
that
on
the
the tree.
projects little snow on top.
Nice.
Crying out loud.
Yeah.
So I
Well,
don't
it
know.
doesn't snow in Florida, so he
Tom
Yeah,
doesn't mess around, man.
It does in
Right.
theme parks. It does in theme parks.
That's
It does in
right.
theme parks. This soap
That's
though.
not real snow,
So-
though. It's
No,
like
no,
bubbles.
but like just don't swallow it. Yeah, it's all good.
it's like bubbles.
Yeah, 'cause
So
you
you
don't know where it's been.
So the saying used to be don't eat the yellow snow, but in Florida it's don't eat the bubbles.
Don't swallow the
Don't
yeah,
swallow the
don't swallow the soap. I don't know. Be a spitter in Florida, I guess.
That's
I'm
like
sorry. Just a
poisoning
little bit of
yourself.
an innuendo there. I'm sorry. I know this
all
is-
right, Galaxy Edge. I was thinking the same thing, but I was like, I'll just keep that to myself. You can make 100 sides, but you can't go through 600.
All
He's
right.
an impatient man.
All right. Here's the thing. So I will. My family's coming down. All right. Here, if you move to Florida, you get family that visit out of nowhere. That's a thing. Just let you know, it's like living near something fun. It's just family
Okay.
come,
Dan knows all about that.
Yeah.
Even
and
if he-
and all of a sudden, like it's gonna be a week before Christmas, and I'm gonna get a text from an uncle or from an aunt or from a cousin saying, "Hey, we want to do Disney for Christmas, but we can't afford to stay at a hotel. Can we come down and spend Christmas with you?" That has happened last year when I just moved in. That happened when I had no kitchen.
That's
and
right.
people ask,
They can't afford a place, but they can afford Disney. Give me a break.
Yeah.
they can afford
Go
they can
to a
afford
regular
the
park,
200
man.
They can afford the $200 ticket, which they're going to use
Yeah.
me to get with my discounts I get from
And
being a pastor.
parking and
They couldn't stay at the Econo Lodge for like $78 a night.
yeah, take the bus, man. Take the bus.
I'm going to say that
Living in a
like
van.
no one
Down
visited
by
me.
the river.
No family visited me in North Carolina. I was in the middle of nowhere. No one wanted to come. So I'm happy people want to
Because
come
there's
down.
nothing here.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe they're looking for them sides that you make.
The
Your
South
famous sides.
border
Oh, yeah.
near North
3
Carolina.
hours one time just to get good dumplings when I was in North Carolina. Just to get good dumplings. And now I miss them.
Hey,
But-
what about the south of the border? I love it.
That's insane.
Yes.
I remember when it was decent
Yeah,
in like the
but
90s and I was
border.
5.
Yeah, where's Mike likes tacos? Thinking
He went away.
Pedro,
Pedro. Miss Pedro.
I remember seeing all the billboards for that, and I had no idea what it was. And my dad
In the
then
80s
later
it
on-
was huge.
Yeah, my dad later on told me, and I did see what was it, Ryan and Drunk 3PO's video where they were south of the border. I'm like, I saw those signs. That's the
There he is.
place? That's like 500,000 billboards for this place, and it's just like this rundown nothing.
Yeah, no, it is a rundown nothing thing. But they're
But
building
it wasn't that way. Oh, you guys got some
Oh.
popping in.
Well,
Oh
yeah.
wow! Hold on, let
Our-
me click first. Hold on.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Whitey's like, I'll take care of that.
You know you're
I got it.
Let me
That's
take
all,
my
that's all good. No, it's honestly, so my dad grew up poor, kind of like they were poor, so he did things big because he got money, and it's sort of the same type of thing. Like you always want to do better than the next generation or the generation before you.
Mhm.
We're a little bit screwed up that way. I don't know if we will be. Like we got completely screwed, but hey.
It happens, man.
I missed all of your dishes, but any odd dishes like that would.
I
Throw
don't
me
know that
for a
it's worth
curveball.
mentioning. Well, that's not true. Miss Martin Muses went to Cracker Barrel. Yeah. So
And
Okay.
there was
That's
only
not-
two
that-
people in the place.
Yeah, no, he wasn't listening. There were 2 people at the house. Everyone else was gone, so we went to Cracker Barrel.
I mean,
was that- No shame in going to Cracker Barrel. I had to order Thanksgiving the first year I moved in. I ordered it from Sonny's Barbecue. They
Oh,
did
I like
turkey.
Sonny's barbecue. Oh.
I
Yeah,
had Taco Bell for Christmas Eve one year. So I mean, people do what they got to do. It's just
That's
Yeah.
right.
Hey,
You
hey,
gotta eat
Ro,
what you gotta eat.
yeah.
Yeah.
Since you
You
live
get
near
your hands
there,
on.
have you ever gone to Four Rivers yet?
Four Rivers Barbecue.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good. It's a good micro chain in the area. They have a food truck they have set up at Disney Springs too.
Oh, do they?
But
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
and
Know
I
that.
think Polite Pig is connected to them too.
Polite pig.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a great
Sounds
barbecue.
like good pork barbecue, huh?
It's a good barbecue place that also makes really cool sides. They do a barbecue cauliflower as a side dish that I think is cool.
Ooh.
But that both of those in Disney Springs. Four Rivers, the actual places are a little bit like 20 minutes out of my normal travel zone
Right.
because it's away from Universal and Disney, more towards
Yeah,
Winter Park.
there's
So it's a
one
little
in
bit
Winter
off.
Winter
And I'm playing
Garden.
places that people don't have a clue what I'm talking about, so I apologize.
Oh yeah,
But
No
that's
worries, man.
I know what you're talking about. I was.
I know.
there.
I know.
Yeah, he was just there yesterday.
He was
knows
there
exactly
back
what
when
you're
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about.
Bro,
I met.
We
I
got
met
to meet
him.
in person. That was cool.
We ate at Olive Garden
I
next
have
to the
the
post
weirdest
a photo.
mall ever.
You guys
Yeah,
saw each other?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
like
met up
like recently, like a week ago.
Dan, did you stay at his
Wow.
house? Dan,
Tuesday.
did you stay at his house with the 10
No, I didn't
people?
stay at his house. No. He had too many family. He said he would have put me up though. if his family. wasn't
I only have 3 extra bedrooms.
only. So Ro, do you have any kind of like peculiar Thanksgiving traditions? Do you guys play games or?
Well, so in New York, when we were younger, we'd always go to my Uncle Buddy's. He was a VP for Pepsi. Lived in near nuclear power plant. He still
Oh.
lives there. There's Indian River Power Plant up there. It's on the Hudson River. Indian Point it's called. I'm sorry, Indian Point. So we would go there. He would always get bootleg movies because he was formerly a cop. So we would just like watch a movie that was like literally right in theater. That would be the one. Like it'd be like, oh, hey, this isn't this playing right now? It's like, yeah, it's all good. And he would make this manicotti, which was really good. You know, a big stuffed shell with regatta and mozzarella
We're
mixed
back.
together.
We're back to food again.
Manicotti.
Food is a big part. They also it would be our first all the kids' first taste of alcohol. My aunt would make an ice cream filled with liquor in it. It was ice cream and like 10% ice cream, 90% liquor, and that was our dessert after the turkey. And they didn't care. Like, all right, scoop of ice cream. I'm like, well, I now know what liquor is, and I know
That
like
sounds great.
Yeah. They started
Is
us
it
young.
like a chocolate liquor?
No. I think it's a sambuco. Which is a fortified wine, I believe. It's been a while. She's like in her 90s, so we haven't done that in a while.
So it was real good stuff, right?
Besides that, we didn't. It was more about stories. We were all like, all of us are like orators. Like my dad was a storyteller. My uncle was a storyteller. So it's always about like the stories of the old
conversations, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
we do that a lot in our families too. Like we just sit around and just talk about stories that we've heard over and over again, but somehow they just never get old. You know, everybody has that one cousin, that one uncle, that one aunt you're always just talking about.
Yeah. But it was an interesting thing because my dad, it was the only time my dad like seemed a little like diminished because of his other brothers. So he was the baby. So it's in the house, he's this great grand figure who I was taller than at age 10, which was kind of hard to like see your dad as an imposing figure when you're 6 inches taller than him. I was a big kid. I'm sorry. This was. I stopped growing at like high school and that's it. Like I got to high school and like, all right, you're done. Like, but I went from 4'2" to 5'8" in a year.
Oh wow!
Like I just went
overnight.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
So, but it was an interesting thing seeing him be like the littler person for a little bit because he would be like we would do our Thanksgiving on Friday because we would go to the like the patriarch, so to speak, of the family on Thursday for Thanksgiving. And pistachio ice cream was okay. Yes, that's good. I like pistachio ice cream, but a lot of times they put almonds in it instead of pistachios. Just to let you know, just like if you have to read
scandal.
You have to read the muffins.
Yeah, how could that be
if you ever
right?
look at the muffins, they don't actually put pistachios in them. It's almonds. They cut them to look like pistachios, but they don't actually put the nuts into the muffins sometimes. It's very
like
sneaky.
Vanilla.
Or avocado. Avocado oil, a lot of times, is actually not avocados. It's like 1%.
Yeah.
They're very sidetracked. I'm sorry, I read the thing. Sidetracked. So it's interesting seeing my dad be like made fun of or something like that in a story. Like, this is the story. None of you know my family name, so that I can say this story without any embarrassment to me.
This is a story all about how my life.
My dad walked to school naked by accident one time in high school.
He what?
Yes. So my dad was a partier. And drinking age was different back then, right? So drinking age was earlier. He was drinking at about 10. Again, Italians. And
too much ice cream.
So
yeah, right, exactly. It wasn't drinking, it was just too much ice cream at grandma's.
So, his two older brothers painted him while he was passed out one time. Painted him to look like he had clothes on. Right?
No way.
So he woke up, thought he slept in his clothes. And he was walking to school painted. He was so hungover. And he was a junior in high school, walking over to a Catholic school naked with paint.
My goodness.
And the amount of hits with what my mom and my dad would referred to as the steel rod injector from their Catholic schools, like this huge pole. Like there was like literally leg mark welts that were still on my dad to this day. Like when he and I'm just like, dang man, all I did to my brother was throw a barrel of monkeys at his eye once. Like I didn't go that far. But so yeah, those are the types of stories like I got to learn early on. So like
yeah, I enjoy those times when you all of a sudden discover secret things about family members, you know, that like you said would normally be imposing figures, but then you realize that they're kind of just as messed up as you are, or at least when you were younger.
It's a great thing to. I mean, I don't think they should have told that story when we were like 7. I think they could have waited until we were older and laughed about it more.
Right. I think there is a time.
Yeah, like, hey, don't get passed out. You know, you don't want to.
Right, because you don't want
Probably
to have
couldn't
it.
wait though to tell you. Like, oh man, I can't wait to tell you the story.
Yeah. The other thing is my family was actually really into games. My family was into video games actually a lot. So we would actually play NBA Jam. Like there would be a tournament on Thanksgiving of playing NBA Jam on the Sega Genesis.
Nice.
And it would get vicious.
Oh, of course.
Controllers thrown around, 2 broken wrists. Not me. But like, because we had me and my brother were like kind of the second oldest, and we had 2 cousins that were older than us. We had one cousin that was really older, like 20 years. Don't know how that happened, because my uncle wasn't that old.
Well.
Like it must have been like a 15-year-old birth. I'm just gonna say.
We all know how that works. So.
Yeah, we had like 2 cousins that were like super super young, and like it was weird. But we were playing NBA Jam, and I think I was 14 at this time. We were playing, and at this point in time, we're still playing on this Genesis. Like it's like they're newer consoles, but we're still playing NBA Jam on this Genesis. And for the sake of saving names, I'm gonna say Child Girl A decided to. She was losing badly to Child Boy B. She decided to take the boiling water from the kitchen, pour part of it on the Sega, pour part of it on the TV, and then fling the rest into Child Boy B's face.
Oh, that's bad, man.
She was mad.
Yeah. And they were about
why'd you do it? Why'd you do it?
It wasn't me. At that point in time, I was trying to sneak alcohol. So I wasn't playing at that point in time. And I was sitting with my older cousin, 5-year older than me, girl B, away from everyone.
I hope you're following along, folks.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do it without saying names, and I don't want to accidentally say a name actually related to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
I got you.
Say that was the last time we got to play that game. It was sad. That ended that. The kid's face healed. The girl's
after the 4th reconstructive surgery.
Yeah. It was we're kind of an all or nothing family. So if we get bad, we get bad.
I like what Jesse says. Now that we know so much about you, can we all come stay at your house in Florida?
In the Airbnb next door.
And just let Tom serve us.
What
kind of breakfasts do you make?
Can we get your discount?
I'm a big fan of Eggs Benedict.
Of course, I'm sure you could make all the ones. I see. What's on your shirt? I see all.
It's a Kenner action figure Star Wars Spirit jersey.
Oh, Star Wars. Well, we were talking kind of about Star Wars a little bit earlier. I was asking, like, prior to the show actually starting. Yeah, prior to the show starting. And we were asking Miss Martian Muses if she was into Star Wars. And
of course.
Yeah. We are talking about the holidays.
That's right. She said she's the OG.
OG. So speaking of OG, does the holiday special count as Star Wars?
I think it does.
Yes.
I watched the holiday special when it came
me
on.
and her were kids probably when this happened.
I have never
and we loved
seen
it at the time.
Oh yeah, I thought it was awesome. I mean,
the author is amazing.
anything Star Wars, we just
It's it with straight
ate
face.
up.
Yeah, we ate it up.
And you couldn't
Cereals, whatever.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and we couldn't see. It wasn't like we could get it on video. It wasn't like we could watch YouTube clips.
Right.
And so it was more content and getting to see Han Solo and Chewie back in the Millennium Falcon. And I didn't know that Carrie Fisher was high the whole time. Yeah, you're a kid. You don't know that. Or that so
I haven't watched it now.
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch
it was the
with
70s.
different eyes.
Everything was messed up back then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody was high. in
And
the
all the
70s.
makeup
Yeah, they were all
on
high and
Skywalker,
tripping.
yeah,
Like,
because
New Hope
he just
wasn't
had
the
his
other films.
accident. He
Because
didn't
he's
know
walking
that
out with
stuff.
underwear on.
Yeah, and did the song at the end. It was great.
Now I'm really looking forward to
Yeah,
watching
and
it.
the old Pap Chewy, like watching porn on his little goggle
You know,
things.
yeah, you see, those things just
That
went
was
right over
taken,
people's head.
but that scene was taken because George Lucas really liked the Carousel of Progress. So they had a scene like that in the Carousel of Progress at Disney where the uncle has like the little viewfinder thing,
Yeah.
and he's looking at the hula girl dancing or whatever it is.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess that the holiday special isn't exactly geared towards children.
No, it wasn't
It
porn.
was in the
but-
80s. Yeah, it was.
Well,
Not really,
I'm
but
still not even entirely sure what that was supposed to be, what they were thinking.
yeah.
But that's how we saw Itchy, and it's canon. Itchy and Mala,
Yeah.
they were all in the EU, especially. It was part of Chewie's family.
Wow.
Yeah.
They're on the Life Day shirt at the park.
Life
Are
Day.
they?
Yeah,
Well,
they have.
if it's on the Life Day shirt, then it must
Yeah,
be true.
It is true.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, it's better than last year. At least it's not Ray.
Oh,
There
God,
you
Yeah.
The fake special.
I'm with
yeah.
you.
So okay, holiday
Did it-
special. What year did that come out?
78.
78, really?
Or was it 79?
Hey,
Everybody
speaking
Google.
of specials.
I think
Did
it might have been
anybody
79.
see? I don't want to already divert from Star Wars, but did anybody see the Galaxy's Edge Star Wars
Guardians,
special?
the Guardians of the
Galaxy. Yeah, that was
thing
good.
That thing's amazing. It's,
I
it's
It was
love
on-
awesome.
I
I-
laughed and laughed. Like it was
was-
good Marvel fun.
It was.
Not only that, it had a good sense of like the Christmas spirit. It had a good sense of family, which
Yeah, it
Disney
reminded
has
me
not
of
been getting anything
older
recently.
time stuff.
I think I love the fact that they introduced Kevin Bacon to the world.
Yeah, that too.
You know, when
Yeah.
I first saw it, we did a trailer reaction. For those that don't know, we here on Inside the Booth every now and then sprinkle some trailer reaction videos along with our movie reviews where we go live every Sunday and Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But we did a review or we watched the trailer and I loved the fact that, they introduced Kevin Bacon because, he's been around
That
for
was funny.
decades. That was just
Yeah, but
such
he has
a
actually.
unique.
He did talk about him though in the other movies, though. Remember?
Right,
Right.
I know, but what I mean is like introducing
Actually
him
bring
on
him in.
screen,
Yeah, yeah.
you know,
On screen,
as
yeah.
if he
Gotcha.
was some, figment, if
A
you will.
superhero.
And I just thought that was so cool, and I really enjoyed, Drax. I think he's great, and so when he's
Yeah.
going through there, and he's like, "I want the funny little man," It's just
Yeah.
holding on to.
He's
this
like,
element.
oh, he's an actor.
Actors are repugnant.
Yeah. They were really
The
giving it to
subtle
him.
jabs to a lot of Hollywood in that was actually really refreshing too.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny.
And also Cosmo. I love Cosmo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
My
his voice
dad-
was I like the fact that they brought the Russian voice later on. I was a little annoyed that it was not Russian until the end, but I get what they were going for.
Oh, yeah. I asked my dad if he watched it because I said I really enjoyed it. And he's like, oh, I stopped it after a little bit because it's a cartoon. I was like, no, that was just the beginning,
Oh.
Dad.
That did
So-
throw me off. I will say, had it not been for the fact that I seen the trailer,
Uh-huh.
the cartoon kind of threw me off, and I'm not sure if I would have progressed. Honestly,
Yeah.
not that it was bad, but it's just like I wanted to see live action.
Yeah.
But it was so okay. We had family staying over. Thanksgiving. Some of us we stay over and everything like that, and we decided to wait and watch the holiday special, and we all laughed. We enjoyed it, but it's so funny the musical scene, right, where Kevin Bacon is singing and he's jamming on the guitar. The other dude is jamming on guitar. So beautiful, right? There's no music whatsoever, And at first, in the beginning, we thought that was kind of like, that sentimental buildup, right? Sometimes a little bit more serious, a little more serene.
Mhm.
And it keeps going. And then they really start getting into the song. And like I said, their hands are just going to town on the strings of the guitar. And we're all looking at each other like, something's wrong. Like, this is so stupid of a scene. Why would they make the music like why are they making it look like they're really playing the music but not having any, I thought that was like a creative liberty. And then so somebody else whipped out their phone. They're like, I don't think that's how it's supposed to be. They logged on to Disney Plus on their phone and they started playing the music. The sound didn't work for the music while we were watching it. Totally changed the feeling of that moment when they're playing it. So
and I actually like those songs. Don't you think they were pretty good, the songs?
I like the first one. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, it was.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was really funny.
But I did like the
Mrs.
Kevin
Claus
Bacon
works
song,
the
too.
pole. Yeah.
But I
that's right.
This is also sad because James Gunn is leaving Marvel. He's going to DC, and like you look at this as like this is James Gunn's like last opus besides Guardians 3. Like, and it's sort of that that all right, well the quality left. Like basically, what? James Gunn is now going to be in charge of DC. He's taking over Superman, like everything over there. Like he's going over to one DC. Like so,
he's going to try to rescue DC. Is that what we're thinking?
Well, if you look at how he James Gunn does the best with father-son relationships of any director I've seen.
Okay.
Like if you compare T'Chaka to T'Challa in Black Panther, and you compare Yondu, Ego, and Star-Lord in terms of how their relationship is, one, while weird and messed up, seems more realistic than T'Challa and T'Chaka. I don't think you get the same. You got a great vibe of T'Challa and T'Chaka in Civil War, but in Black Panther itself, you don't get the same like
dynamic relationship.
Like they didn't flesh it out well enough. And I think in like 4 lines of dialogue, even in the holiday special, you get teary-eyed over Yondu again in 2 seconds.
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
Well, those are the 4 lines.
I know. I was waiting for that one though.
But I mean, like Michael Rooker just bringing back to show you how Star-Lord got his, which they don't use in the right way in the movies, but his elemental pistols. They're supposed to fire different elements. He can change them out to do different things. And there's blasters in the movie, and even the relationship between Kraglin and Star-Lord, how much they paid attention to like siblings and actually like a nuclear family, in a way, like compared to the Santa Clauses, which me and Tabitha did the review in the first 2 episodes, and like this had a better sense of family. And
is that any good?
You have to watch the show. You have to go to Rogue's channel and watch.
Yeah.
Is it good? Honest opinion?
Honest opinion, I will finish it.
Okay.
I will finish it.
I'm not gonna say my opinion until I see the finale.
Okay.
Because if it fixes things I didn't like,
but
then
do you
it'll be
think
good.
I should watch it though?
It
Think I should
depends.
start?
It just depends on your taste and everything like that. I love Tim Allen. I will not say that this is the best production he's ever been a part of.
My question is why did, knowing Disney doesn't like conservatives and they canceled most of them, why are they bringing Tim Allen back?
I would like us to understand that that's not the whole Disney company that don't like conservatives.
Gotcha.
I have two family members that are currently Imagineers. They are definitely conservatives. I won't say their names because
they'll be fired.
They'll be fired.
They'll be canceled.
Well, yeah, but I will say this: it's about a 75% or more probably that are not, but the 25% that are not in the media side. They are more so in the Imagineering and in the park and enterprise like concepts there. But this is Iger. Eisner, the company, was 90% conservative. Like this is just Iger bringing in his things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Not ringing endorsement, I know, but Redbeard, Tyler the Redbeard, good name. I know it's not a ringing endorsement, but I also don't like to say I will say that it's not the worst thing I've seen on Disney Plus.
Yeah, I will say that too. Yeah.
I think the
Okay,
kids.
good. I think my kids like it. They're watching it, so
I think
'cause
the
they like
kids are
the
cast
movie,
well.
so.
They're weirdly written, but they're written as like odd homeschooled kids. I would
What's
say.
that supposed to mean?
No, like not normal ones.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll let that slide.
It's just
All
not
right.
normal.
But you get where I'm coming from. The same way if you ever watched the movie RV, when they first showed the homeschool kids, and then they showed them being ready for college and everything like that. Like it's the interpretation of the first. I
RV,
meant no
isn't
disrespect.
that a movie with
Robin Williams,
Robin Williams. Yeah.
That was a funny
And
movie.
Jeff
I-
Bridges.
Great Robin Williams.
I'm sorry. I just like when you said that. I was like,
Or
I,
Chip
don't,
Daniel.
I didn't get that at all. They were portrayed like weird homeschool kids. Like, no, it's
Yeah.
no.
And
I
get
know.
Get your shackles up.
Like, I know weird homeschool kids, and I'm like,
Because you
Tabitha,
are
were you
one.
homeschooled?
well, yeah. They never portray homeschool kids as anything positive. And
yeah, that's
they're always the
true.
weirdos. And
Yeah.
Tabitha,
socially
were you
awkward.
homeschooled?
I was.
She
Oh,
was.
it all
that's
makes
why she
sense
said
now.
that.
Why?
oh,
Because
no,
I'm just
that's terrible.
so great, so
All right.
wonderful.
I'm gonna ask you a
That's it.
question.
Did
since
anyone
This
finish?
is the first
Did
time
anyone
talking to
finish?
some of you guys. Favorite, just out of curiosity, random. Favorite holiday film?
Home Alone 2.
Christmas Vacation.
Awesome, good choice there, Dave. Home Alone
I
2.
had a great choice.
Interested in choosing Home Alone 2. I always found the bird lady creepy.
I have.
Well,
I have,
I'm
yeah.
not saying
I
I
have
didn't.
two of them that I really enjoy watching every year.
You seem
Yeah.
guilty about that. Why? Look at him. He's like an evil person.
Oh
over
my
there.
goodness.
I like A Christmas Story,
Yeah.
and I like It's a Wonderful Life.
I'm glad you said It's a Wonderful
Yeah.
Life. You actually
I
brought.
don't like
Yeah,
brought-
I like A Christmas Story. That's my favorite.
I do like the Christmas Story.
I'm gonna say one that probably is hard to find, not edited, but Holiday Inn with
Holiday
Bing Crosby and Fred Astaire.
Okay.
Oh,
Way
that
back
is a
in the
good
day,
one.
black and
Like
white.
Christmas is another good one.
Mm.
Yeah,
Like
I'm
Christmas.
more of the classical, like even Christmas in Connecticut.
Classical movies. Too.
Yeah, so I go more towards. I never watch A Christmas Story. I find that movie repugnant. I'm
Really?
sorry. It's
What?
like it's
It's
my
a
least
major
favorite.
award.
It's just it just was never one on in our family.
Yeah.
And like the one time I tried watching it, I think I was like 20 by then.
Oh, well, see, that's why you got to watch.
I'm
it
just
when
like,
you're
this is
kinda
like-
older, and then
this
it's
is like-
gross, too.
I don't know. I watched halfway through and I left.
It is kind
I finished it.
of a different movie, you know,
Yeah.
It
than
is.
others.
Yeah, it is.
I do like it, but it
That's
is kind of odd.
I will say, like, if I was gonna say a funny Christmas movie, Christmas Vacation, in terms of the family dynamic, the humor in it, and I think that's a better comedy.
Did you ever watch Trapped in Paradise?
Miss Martin Muses says she's got to head out. So
Yeah, got to head out of here. But
yeah,
thank you
so
so
thank
much.
you for
Yeah,
being here. You know,
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, it was a
Well,
pleasure.
Nice hanging with you.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
have to do it again sometime.
Yes, yeah, just hit me up. Good times. Well, and have a good evening, everybody, and everyone in the chat.
You too.
And be sure to check out her YouTube channel, Miss
That's
Martin
right.
Muses, where she muses about the things she. Let's see if I can get this. Love, hates.
Makes me laugh, makes me cry, makes me happy, makes me sad, or just really ticks me off.
Do you show your face on your channel?
No,
She's a woman
Really?
of mystery.
She
Ah.
is
No,
mysterious.
no.
Mystery. But yeah,
Triple M.
Triple M.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's my nickname. Yeah, a lot of people say that. Yes.
She is. So be sure to check her channel out if you are interested in all things interesting that she muses about. But thank you so much for being
And
here.
Flowery and
Well,
Rosy.
thank you. You all have a great evening.
See
You
ya.
too. Thank
Okay,
you.
goodbye.
Bye.
She is a
Did you
mystery
ever
wrapped
see,
in a
Trapped in Paradise?
Trapped in
I don't
Paradise.
even know what that is.
Trapped in Paradise.
It's
I
Nicolas
love that
Cage.
movie.
I'm thinking
Yeah,
Thunder in
yeah.
Paradise right now with Hulk Hogan, but
Nicolas Cage, Dana Carvey,
1984
Uh,
film. Okay.
the guy who lies a lot with Morgan
John Lovitz.
Fairchild. John Lovitz.
Yeah, John Lovitz.
Okay.
It's a really good film.
Yeah,
it's kind of like
it's
for
Oh,
back
it's
in
about a
that
bank
time.
robbery. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, it's funny.
Yeah,
I'll check it out.
Hilarious. Yeah, you should check it out. It's funny. It's funny.
Is it a Christmas?
I mean,
film?
there's
It is.
There's
Yeah,
robbing
oh,
a
yeah.
bank on Christmas Eve.
Yep.
Yeah, they go to this
It-
town in Pennsylvania called Paradise, and they just got out of jail. So these guys in jail were talking about this is easy to rob bank. So they go
Yeah.
there to rob it, and that's all I'm telling you. It's just they get
Yep.
stuck
And
in
then-
this town, and they get out, and then they come back. It's just a
Like
crazy
Groundhog
time.
Day?
Yeah,
Never.
Yeah,
There's a good
I love that
moral
one too.
story to it, but it's very
Yeah.
funny. And
Yeah,
it's
you're
very
right about that,
funny.
Dan. I love that.
I will say
Okay.
there's one that I watched recently that I thought was really. It's about a true story, but the Joan Noel about the ceasefire during World War
I
One
haven't seen that.
between the
movie.
sides. That is it. It came out pretty recently. It's honestly like it was really cool. 2005 it came out. It's like it's such a cool thing seeing how people can actually be like, all right, I'm not
Who
gonna
did the ceasefire? Was it like the Snoopy song, Snoopy and the Red Baron?
not that
And,
way.
Christmas.
It wasn't a American produced film, so that's why I don't think it got a big
Right.
push. The director is was also relatively unknown, but it did have it was nominated for an Oscar, and actually won 6 out of 12 nominations it got.
Oh wow.
So it was a really cool film. I know Diane Kruger is the only person I actually knew from the cast, but it popped up and I'm like, oh wow, this is cool, real story. It's very like
It's English? In English?
it's in English and in French, I think.
Well, it would make sense.
Um,
Joyeux Noel. So.
Yeah, but it was really cool. Daniel Bruhl's in it. He plays one of the commanders on the I think the French side. But it has like the 3 different commanders, how they set up the truce, and seeing them play like snowball fights and just having like shows you how humanity can. The weird thing is like, all right, well, it stops before they start fighting
When it's
again. So
over,
it's like,
yeah, that's their
like it's just like a. But I know that was something I always remember reading about in history, and I was like, why wasn't there a movie made about this before? And like, oh well. Sorry, random one. But if you're looking for something new that is uplifting and realistic and a history-based film, I think it's a good watch. It's
Well, we've got the old, and then we've got the new Violent Night. I know is coming out. I do plan,
We're gonna see
depending
that,
on what it's rated R for. I do plan to go watch that. We did do a trailer reaction
too.
video
Is
to
it a
that.
scary
Anybody
film?
else? It's
Is that
supposed
David
to be like
Harbour?
a,
It's like an action
it's supposed to be
film.
funny. It's like an action funny
It's a
film.
comedy, action comedy.
I
action
think I might be
comedy.
seeing that. I don't know.
And we will do a
supposedly-
review here on Inside the Booth
Inside the booth.
next month about it.
Cool.
One of these
That's right.
things.
We've got a lot of Christmassy things coming for you in the
That's
booth
right.
next month, of course, because Christmas is upon us. So naturally, we're going to be doing it for the children.
the
children. We've got a lot of cool things coming up in December. We're going to be doing some takes on the worst Christmas movies
Hey, do you guys
ever
have any
made.
merch?
And we do happen. Oh my goodness.
Wait.
Is that some beautiful merch from Inside the Booth where you can get that
Oh, beautiful.
at Teespring and TeePublic in the description box down below. If there's feeling a little chill in the air,
Go to
be
Inside
sure.
the Booth
TV.com.
TV.com/shop.
For the winner.
And you can get yourself some
That's right.
koozies, get some do-rags, get some shirts. You can get
And
some
pins.
hoodies and pins. Anything that you need. Christmas is right around the corner. So if you know people who love us or you just want to gift yourself a little something, you can do that. Of course, you can always support us if you feel like being generous on Patreon for as little as $1 a month or more. Get some special perks, benefits over there. But we appreciate those people.
Help out the
that-
channel.
You're right.
We
There you go.
love y'all. We love y'all.
And we love our patrons and
Right.
so thankful for the
We
people
love
that
us.
do support us here on Inside the Booth for sure. But yeah, we've got,
For sure.
got a lot of fun stuff coming up next month.
Okay, I'm gonna ask a question. Did you guys watch the trailer for the Mean One?
Yes, it looks stupid.
I know.
It looks absolutely like it looked fake
Did I see
stupid.
it? I don't think I saw it.
It's the Grinch horror film they're
Anyway.
trying to make.
They're trying to do that with a lot of children's movies now, and like Winnie the Pooh and stuff like that, and take them and transform them into these
not
horrific
gonna do
things.
it. No.
And it's
Nobody's
just-
got a brain anymore.
No,
It's a shame.
it's
That's
just
it.
ridiculous, and it looked
It is a
really
shame.
awful. It looks really bad. I mean, the Grinch doesn't even look that bad. Like, he doesn't even look that horrific. He just kind of looks like a deranged version of Ado's favorite Christmas film, the live action Grinch. So it's
Jim Carrey.
I'm not a horror person anyway. But
Jim
this just
Carrey
looks-
one was already like a horror movie. What are you talking about?
I know, it's pretty creepy looking.
That
Which
is
one?
creepy looking.
The Christmas?
The Jim
He's a
Carrey
mean
one.
one.
Yeah.
Mr. Grinch.
Oh, the Grinch one?
Mhm.
It was
like
better
that
than
one.
Cat in the Hat.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
better than Cat in the Hat with Mike Myers.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Well, it was.
I like
it
them
was.
both, though.
Well, Cat in
I
the
like
Hat
them
was
both.
trying to be like the Grinch, though. Gotta think
Mm.
about that. The way they were acting and stuff. They were like, "Oh, let's try to act like Jim Carrey, even though we're not Jim Carrey."
Very few
Well,
people are.
And yeah, they kind
Yeah.
of screwed that one up because Mike Myers has a totally different acting field than Jim Carrey, and they kind of
Yeah.
still wanted it to be Jim Carrey-esque, and it was bad.
Really?
It was bad.
Well, I mean,
They
Mike
should've
Myers
just let
at
Mike
that point in
Myers-
time was after Austin Powers, so we did a lot of physical comedy then.
Right,
Yeah, I
right.
think it was
Right,
just a
and he
different-
did do a few nods for his Austin Powers stuff by being, 3 or 4 different characters.
Did you ever
there,
go
but at the
back
same
and
time, it was
rewatch
just
a
like-
movie because you weren't
No,
like
no.
in the right frame of mind, and
Yeah.
you actually enjoyed it the second time?
Yeah, not
What,
too
what do
many
you mean by
times.
right frame of mind? I'm
Yeah.
curious.
Well,
What's
after
that?
drinking grandma's ice cream.
I've
Yeah.
yeah, there you go. Now, Dave, have you ever done the opposite where you go back and watch a movie and you're like, it's not as good as I thought it was?
I've done
I
that.
try and stay away from A-Team shows and all the 80s stuff because I have a
too.
special spot in my heart, and not a
Mhm.
lot of them aged. You know?
BA bro.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I like the
All right.
18 movie
Hey.
with Liam Neeson. I think that was pretty good.
Yeah, I like them too. I'm talking about the shows, though. I'm kind of afraid to go back and watch them because they're probably like really slow and cheesy,
Unbelievable.
for the
yeah.
time. But
Yeah.
when I was a kid, it was like the best.
Right.
You know? So I'm just scared.
Get bad.
I don't want to ruin my dreams.
I don't want to ruin my childhood.
The fact that the 18 shot like stormtroopers and didn't hit anything ever.
Yes, exactly. And they always had like a acetylene torch, and they were welding stuff on like a wagon, and then it turned it into a tank.
I will
know.
say this. I got Paramount Plus recently because it was on sale.
Uh-huh.
Like it was a half off sale for the year. It's like, all right, $20, I'll pay for it for a year. And I was watching MacGyver. MacGyver holds up a little bit better than
Does it?
A-Team, I think. I think some of the stuff he does is a little bit more realistic
Yeah.
than what the A-Team did. And it's like similar concepts of the show. Like you have people that are building weird contraptions out of
Yeah.
Well, but I mean, wasn't that the thing with the 70s and the 80s, like even with Bond films and stuff like that, gadgets and gimmicks and things like that, people were really into turning nothing into something or taking ordinary objects and, kind of like that whole military espionage kind of.
well, that's
era.
a response to the to the Cold War. So you had a lot of
Mhm.
stuff that was response in terms of media to that conflict.
So that was like the
zombie
trend at the
films.
time. Yeah.
You ever hear that theory about how zombie films equal out to whatever conflict we're in at the time? So like when like Romero's films, they were all slow. That was during the Cold War and stuff like that. Then you had the different zombies during Vietnam, and then like modern day zombies were always all fast and stuff, similar to like Iraq and Middle Eastern wars.
No, I've never heard that
Oh.
theory before. I don't really watch zombie things. So.
Zombies. Okay, cool, interesting.
That
Yeah, I
is
love
it's-
zombie stuff. I eat up every apocalyptic stuff. Mad Max.
Apocalyptic movies are cool. Yeah. yeah.
I could
Oh,
like when
my-
they
one of
find
my
like a
favorite
big jar of
books-
pudding
Hey, man.
and eat the whole thing. I'm like excited. I'm like,
Man, we're getting close to those Mad Max times, man.
yeah.
Without pudding. The
We're,
Book of
we're getting
Eli's
close
good.
to Mad Max times.
Anyways,
I'm gonna.
It seems like it.
What, Dan?
Me.
What were you saying?
I was gonna say. Anyways, let's wrap this up because
Right.
it's going on.
We've-
Wrap
We
it up
could-
like a
hours
Christmas
now.
present.
That's right. Perfect.
That's
Perfect. Perfect. But it's been a really fun show. Thank you guys for being here. And of
Yeah, we had a
course,
good
thank
time.
you to our wonderful audience that's out there
That's
watching
right.
us. Those that
Nice
are
to meet you, Tom.
in the chat.
Nice to meet you too, Dave.
Those that are lurking.
Yeah.
Look at
And
what's
it was
bringing
nice,
people
Tom,
together.
It was nice to meet you in person.
Yes, it
Yeah.
was. And nice to meet you and your family. It was very nice.
I'll have to do that one day.
Yeah,
Make my way down to Florida and start meeting
Yeah,
some Florida
yeah.
people.
Bring your pens and
Yeah,
pencils
yeah.
and do a little drawing down here in
I
Florida.
do. I know. I've heard
Yeah, that's
things
right.
about St. Augustine. I'd love to go to St. Augustine, see the pirates.
I
I
family
want to
near
go
there.
there. Yeah, I want to
Gotta
go there.
go. Be really cool to do. So
You can
Well-
drive little cars around.
little. Oh,
They-
Oh,
They
cool.
rent little
Oh, cool.
3-wheeled cars that you can drive around the city in.
I just want to go back to Florida. JT's not here, but I want to go back to Florida to see the trees.
Just say.
Love the trees.
But the trees
Yes,
are bad.
paint some trees.
Trees are bad. What'd you say?
Me and trees don't get along.
Oh well, me
They
and
only
trees
got
belong
palm
too.
trees in Florida.
No, they also have the one.
They have every tree.
It's cool. It's cool how palm trees grow because, like, when they're first growing, they don't look like palm trees. They just they got the palm branches, but it's like really
Yeah.
short and
Short.
small, and it's
Almost
like
like a pineapple. kind of.
it's weird.
I love the variety.
It's
of
almost
palm
like a-
trees.
Yeah, it's like almost like a bush or something, and then all of a sudden it gets taller and taller, and then all of a sudden, oh,
Like a
it's
giraffe.
palm tree.
Yeah.
Woo! Yeah,
Well,
that's fun.
it is the end of November. Thanks everybody for hanging out with us.
Yes, thank
we will
you,
see
everybody.
you in December.
Wait, there's one more day for November.
Well, I know that, but inside the booth is
Well,
is,
you know, but
like inside the
it's
booth.
done for until
I
Sunday.
thought my days were off
And
for a
that's
second.
Sunday.
I'm like, wait a minute.
Oh,
March
they-
1st?
They are. They are. You know, in Australia, it might be.
Yes.
I gotta pay some bills. What happened?
You gotta pay for your food bills.
And then
Anything.
what? I don't have any videos to play for the goodbye video.
Wow. We could always
darn
just
it.
end with
With a
what about-
salute
with a salute and
Clint
maybe
Eastwood.
and two stars in a circle, 2 snaps in a circle.
2 snaps in
Spirit
a
hands.
circle.
All right.
Bye.
Thanks, everybody, and we'll say goodbye.